Hope everybody had a wonderful Labor Day weekend and ready to get some movement in. Maybe you got a whole bunch of movement this weekend. Good for you. If not, came to the right place. Came to the right living room. All right. We're going to do a little bit of mobility warm-up. Make sure you can see everything that's going on here. All right. So let's go ahead and take those legs out nice and wide. All right, we're going to do a little bit of a forward fold. We're going to push those hips back. We're going to reach both of those hands towards the ground, towards your mat. I want you to really try to focus on putting both of your palms to the ground. If that's not happening, I want you to try. That's what we're here to do. Just put in the effort. Once you just kind of slowly sink into that, let your hamstrings uncurl, loosen up a little bit. I want you to gently bend that left knee, extend that right knee. Not dramatically, just enough to extend your leg. Then we'll switch to the other side. Very slight bend. Very easy on that extension. Bring it back center and roll it up. Oh, let's roll it up too fast. All right, we're going to bend that right knee. We're going to push into that right side, sitting into a little bit of a lateral lunge. Those hands can come out forward. We really want you to push those palms out as far as you can. And relax back center. Same side again, bending that right knee, slowly sinking into that lateral lunge. Press those palms forward. Maybe a little bit lower this time. And back up to center. And one last time, same side, bend that knee. Hinge into it slowly. Reach those palms out a little bit lower, even still. Pause, hold. 3, 2, 3, 4, and up. Good. And we're going to go to the other side. Slight bend in that left knee, sinking into it nice and slowly. Push those palms out forward. Hold there and back center. Same side one more time. Bend that knee. Ease yourself down to that lateral lunge. Push those palms out. Sink into that lunge a little bit lower this time. And back center. And last time, one more time. Bend that left knee. Reach those palms out. Slow into that lateral lunge. Pushing that just a little bit deeper. Even still. Hold there. 15 seconds. 2, 1, and back up. All right. Bring those feet back together. Let's talk about what we have going on today. We've got 3 different flows. We're going to try to get through all of it. We'll see how we do. Are you a quick learner? Great. Do your best. All right, so the first thing is going to be a pretty quick one. We're going to start with a little bit of a lateral hop here. So taking those feet about hip width apart, those lateral lunges are going to really come into effect here. So I'm on the left side of my mat. I'm going to be moving towards my right, okay? So if you're a weird mirror, if this like backwards thing doesn't work for you, figure out how to mirror your screen. Because I'm going to use left and right because it's easier for me to call out. So I'm on the left side of my mat moving towards my right. I'm going to take my left hand, my outside hand. I'm going to reach that across to the ground, okay? My right hand is going to follow. I'm going to push my weights across. All right, so let's just stick with that for right now. It's going to be that lateral gorilla hop. Okay, that outermost hand, my right hand now is going to reach across my body, touch down, hopping those feet across. Should be very light on those toes. I want you to just go back and forth here, getting down, getting loose. Just working to shift our weight. Staying nice and light on those toes. Getting a little bit more of that lateral movement through those hips. We'll loosen those bad boys up. Or bad girls, you know. Bad. Whatever. All right. So now we're going to add into that next piece. So when we go into that lateral hop, we're going to end in a lateral lunge. All right. So what it's going to look like, I'm going to take that left hand. I'm going to reach across. I'm going to hop. And I'm going to work to slide that right leg out into that lateral lunge. All right? Bring that back up. So
I'm going to reach across, shift over. Before I stand up, I'm going to really reach that leg out into that lateral lunge. So both my feet are flat on the ground, okay? I really want you to work on extending those hips to that lateral plane, and I'm going to bring that back up. All right, that's part 2. Part 3 is just going to be a little bit of mobility added on top of that with our upper body. We're just going to do some reaches, okay? So all 3 pieces together, I'm going to reach across the lateral hop into that lateral lunge. I'm going to take my body, I'm going to follow that lunge out to my foot. I'm going to reach with both hands, reach that all the way around to the ceiling. Keep my gaze looking where my fingertips are. I'm going to come back to center, very zen, very yoga. And this leg that's bent, that's carrying the majority of that weight, I'm going to press into that leg, back to standing. All right? So one more time all the way through. I'm going to reach across, shift my weight over, slide that leg out. Follow that leg with both hands and my eyes. Keep that gaze looking towards the ends of our fingertips. You're going to have a very slight arch in your low back, which is fine, which is great for here because we're teaching mobility. Keeping that lunge, coming back to that center. All right, pushing through that down foot, back to standing. All right, so we're going to go 3 more times each way. I want you to move at your own pace. Really want you to feel out that mobility portion of those reaches. Okay, don't just try to get through it and go to the next thing. I want you to really focus on extending out, reaching towards all 4 corners of the room, or all 3 corners, I guess, and then move to your next one. All right, so at your own pace, reaching across into that lateral lunge, sweeping those arms up and through, coming back to center. Reestablish your balance, very centered, very middle of the ground here, pushing into that foot and standing. All right, at your own pace, go for those other few sides. Working on mobility here. If you feel a little bit of a kind of an impingement, a little limitation, I want you to work with it. Don't fight against it, but I want you to work to improve it. All right, so even if, just like when we warmed up those lateral lunges, we got a little bit deeper each round, I want you to focus on that. Maybe take this lateral lunge a little bit deeper, reaching a little bit farther, and just focus on doing the best that we can here. Got 1 more time each side if you're with me. Very nice, easy, gentle flow into the warm-up here. Staying light on those toes, finding our balance here to start with. Should be very quiet steps. Nice and easy all the way around. And relax. All right, 1 down. Go ahead and check that out. Legs and arms feeling good. All right, we're going to move into something a bit more complicated. Quite a few more steps to get into. All right. I'm going to try to do this one facing forward. We'll see if that's the best position or not. Okay. So, if you've done this class before, you're familiar with Primal Position. If not, we'll go through it really quickly. So you're going to be hands and knees. Okay, I'm going to curl my toes underneath. I'm going to push into my toes into my hands, so where my knees are nice and free. Okay, this is my Primal Position, where I'm very braced, pressing into the ground, pulling those abs real tight. All right, nice and strong throughout all 4 corners of the body here. Okay, from this position, I'm going to go through a left kick through, which means I'm going to take my right foot, I'm going to drag that underneath, and I'm going to kick out to the right side. Okay, that's my kick through. All right, in this position, I'm going to go ahead and put that foot down on the ground. So I have 3 points of contact, both feet and my right hand. I'm going to press into my right hand as I bring that left foot up and over. And that's going to come into a jackknife, all right, or like a mountain climber. Okay, 1 more time from the top. We're going to get from that primal position. All right. We're going to take that right foot. We're going to scrape it under, kicking out to the right or to the left side. Sorry. Put that knee down. I'm going to push pressure into my right hand into that right foot. Left foot's going to come around and drive through. Okay? As I bring that knee up, I'm going to bring it all the way up into a runner's lunge position. This may look familiar to you. Okay? Now I'm going to press into that left foot. Right foot is going to come up into a kneeling or a balance position. I'm going to follow that through. It's going to come up and over into a, what we call a transverse lunge. So I'm going to do that a little bit differently. So we're here in this position, right? Runner's lunge. I'm going to step through. This is going to come up and over into a lunge. Okay? I'm going to step into that foot to standing. And I'm going to bring that, my right foot back into my primal position, which is going to be where I started. I'm going to do it all over again. All right? A lot of steps. Let's break it down. We'll go from the top, nice and slowly. Shows you each piece. Now we're going to kind of add to it and let you get the whole flow. All right? So up in that primal position, right foot is going to kick through to the left side. Right foot's going to hit down. I'm going to flip over. I'm going to actually just shortcut this all the way to a lunge, or all the way to that runner lunge. All right, so we're in that runner's lunge, right? Left foot forward, right foot is back. In this position, I'm going to step into that left foot, bring that right knee up. Right knee is going to rotate out into that transverse lunge. All right, I'm going to step up, okay? And then that same leg, I just put weight into my right foot. I'm going to step that back and down, kind of a 90-degree turn into my primal. Okay? One more time, same side. Right foot's going to kick through to the left. Left foot, is going to come all the way up into that runner's lunge. Step into that left foot, bring that right foot up. Bring that all the way up and over into your transverse lunge. Pressing through that foot to stand. Right foot is going to step back, a 90-degree turn, breaking ourselves down into that primal position. All right. Feel good? Now we're going to learn it all on the opposite side. All right. It's going to be my first time too, don't worry. All right, so we're going to start in that primal position. Now the only thing that's going to change is our starting foot. Everything else should flow nice and easily together. So I'm bringing that left foot across, kicking through. All right, press that foot down to the ground. Right knee is going to come up and over into that runner's lunge. Stepping into that foot, balanced position. Foot goes up and out into that runner's lunge. Stepping into standing position. All right, same foot that we just put weight into, that left foot. The left foot is going to come back into that curtsy, down into primal. All right, let's try it one more time. Exact same side. Left foot, kick through. Right foot is going to come up and over into that runner's lunge. Step into it, single leg balance. Left foot is going to come out, transverse lunge. Step up. Left foot is going to come back into that curtsy, down, down for primal. All right. Feel good? That's not so bad, right? We got it. All right, so now we're going to try to link both of those sides together. Left, right, or right, left, twice in a row. Okay? So if you want to stay with me, I'll be doing my call-outs. If you want to just flow through it at your own pace, please feel free to do so. Let's go ahead and get to it. So we're going to get down, primal position. I'm going to start with my right foot, since that's the one we felt best with. All right, right foot kick through. Switching over into that runner's lunge. Up into balance. Transverse lunge. Stand. Right foot curtsy back. Back to primal. Switching sides. Left kicking through. Right up and over into runner's lunge. Stand to balance. Going into that transverse lunge. Stand. Left foot kicking back. Breaking down to primal. Switching back. Right foot kick through. Up and over. Runner's lunge. Stand to balance. Transverse lunge. Stand. Right foot steps back. Back to primal. Left side kicking through. Right up and over. Runner's lunge. Stand to balance. Transverse. Stand. Left stepping back into primal. All right, yay! You did it. That was awesome. Felt like a pro, right? Such a good feeling. All right, so we're going to try to learn one more time, or one more flow, and it's the last handful of minutes here. So stick with me. Might go through this a little bit quickly. You're all warmed up. You know what to do. Let's go for it. Okay, so we're going to start in, again, primal position. So we're going to take that left knee. We're going to draw our left knee forward. My foot stays off the ground. I'm going to bring this up into like a downward dog, but I got one foot up and over. All right, this high foot, I'm going to kick over into what I call a scorpion. All right, so that's going to flip me all the way over. And I'm just going to lower myself down to my butt. All right, my turn, so you can see. And then I'm going to go ahead and just extend that leg. All right, so now I'm in kind of a wide straddle position. So this hand that's already down, I'm going to go ahead and cheat to that side. I'm going to try to meet my left hand to the ground here. I'm going to get a little bit of a thoracic rotation, trying to bring that chest to the ground. It's going to feel like you're really contorting yourself. Maybe it's going to feel great on your spine. A little snap, crackle, pop action, that's fine. I'm going to press up out of that. Go to the other side. All right, maybe a little few pops that way as well. Now I'm just going to let momentum carry me, bring myself down to a prone position. Okay? And then I'm going to bring my, I guess it doesn't really matter, whatever side you start with, but I'm going to bring my right foot into that front step that we just talked about. All right, I'm going to go for a little world's greatest stretch action. So my right foot is up, so my right hand is going to reach back to that left foot. We're going to open up here, and then we're just going to step that back into primal. All right, seems fair, seems doable, right? So we're going to do that all over again. So in that primal position, watch out. You want to teach? Nah, I didn't think so. All right, so we're in that primal position, right? I'm going to bring that left knee up. The left heel goes up to the sky. I'm going to let that foot bring me all the way down. Oh no, Joe! I'm going to bring that into that seated position. All right, straddle those legs. This hand that's down, I'm going to go ahead and cheat to that side, a little thoracic rotation. I'm going to bring that to the other side, thoracic rotation. I'm going to scoot over because I ran out of room. All right. So I'm going to bring that body over. That foot that comes up, we're going to go ahead and actually cheat that into that front step. All right. So before, when we were here, I had you just roll over and then bring that foot up. This time I want you to go ahead and try to get those together. As those hips come over, pressing up into that front step. Right, we're there. You're going to go for that world's greatest. Reach for that back foot. Reach for that ceiling. And then we're going to step back into primal. Alright, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to bring that right knee forward. Right foot goes up. Scorpion all the way over. Ease yourself down. Slide now to that seated position. A little thoracic rotation to the left. Swing that over, thoracic rotation to the right. Bring that foot over into that front step. Left hand reaches for that right foot. Left hand reaches for that ceiling. Bring that back down, back into primal. One more time each way. I'm going to bring that left foot knee up. Left knee to the ceiling. Bring that over for that scorpion. Ease myself down. Rotate to the right. Try and bring that chest to the ground. All the way over to the left. Into that front step. World's greatest, reaching back. Reaching up. And stepping back. And last time, bring that right knee in. Right knee up. Shake it all about. Reaching all the way over into that seated position. Thoracic rotation to the left. Switch over to the right. Flip that over into that front step. World's greatest action. And let's bring that back to primal. Reestablish our position and relax. All right, there we have it, folks. A little bit of strength flow to end your Wednesday evening. Hopefully you're a little bit more mobile. Maybe you're a little bit more sweaty. Whatever you are, you're a little bit better than you were yesterday. All right, hopefully you have a great night. Grab some dinner. We'll see you back in the morning with some morning mobility. Have a great evening. And